Hey there everybody, Bradley's Fan 9, Pogo Shiny Hunter here. In this video, it's kind of related to the recent ban waves and safety of spoofing. There's a way to not have to use the direct download method using iPAStore, and that basically helps you to stay safe and not have to use the certificates that the direct download uses, which is, if you watched my part 3 video on the ban wave, that's what triggered all the red warnings. It wasn't actually things like the buddy system, as you can see there. I got my buddy just walking with me right now. This was the account that got the red warning, and I'm still doing everything I used to. So basically I saw this thing called iPAStore. Anyone who used iPAStore didn't get the red warning. So I looked more into it, and it turns out you get your own profile created. I know you can find a way to do this for free if you want to do a bunch of technical crap, blah, blah, blah. But if you want people to have a secure thing that works for you, that you don't have to worry about anything else, it costs about, after tax, $45 for the whole year. And if you want to continue doing it, it's only $20 for the year. Now the negative is that it's on only one device. So you can't have multiple devices using iPAStore safety, but just use the one that you use the most, like I do with my iPad here. I've used it, as I said, for about a month now, and I haven't gotten any red warnings. I've done everything you could think of, including the buddy system, as you see there. I got the Zuelos chilling with me, where you could play and walk with them and stuff like that. I still would avoid using the AR camera. As long as you turn it off, you'll automatically just walk like that. Then you can do all the regular things. Just showing you some proof that I'm doing this type of stuff while using the... This also still works with the current direct download, but just remember the thing with the direct download, they create their own certificates that everybody uses. With iPAStore, you get one certificate that's created to you and your device specifically, so it doesn't relate to anyone else, so there shouldn't be a screw up as the direct download one had, which caused the red warnings. At first it seemed like the buddy system, but it kind of makes sense because anyone who was recently playing the game would be using the buddy system, and if they had other accounts they probably didn't use the buddy system. So it's kind of hard to tell. So most of the accounts that got red warning did use the buddy system, so it made sense why it may have tagged to it. But as you can see, there's proof that it's not the buddy system. And if you watch my part 3 video, the shadow ban, it just tells you all the research I did and what points to it basically being the Vertical Pharmaceuticals Incorporated certificate, that if you had your account signed in under that certificate, it had some problem with the detection or whatever it was, so they all got instantly flagged by Niantic, and then the brands took a while to come out. But that's all for that last video. But if you want a way around it, use iPAStore. It's not free, but if you use it, you could feel 100% safe spoofing. You could do everything you want. The other nice plus about using this is that you won't have to keep re-downloading the game every day to 2 days when they get a new certificate. Since the first time that I got the download from iPAStore, I haven't had to re-download it once, where you have to re-import your settings and redo all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah. You could avoid that completely. So that's one big plus about using iPAStore. The other one is when you go to the direct download on iSpoofer.com website and find out that the direct download link is down, you'll see a red bar right across the download area saying current download link is down or whatever it says. And that you'll be able to avoid completely, which is probably the biggest bonus. So if that goes down and people are all like, I can't play, you're still sitting here playing and having fun. The only time you have to re-download is when the game itself needs an update. So then they come out with the new iSpoofer version, and you just download the new Spoofer version. You're good to go with the same certificate. You don't have to go in and retrust all that stuff again. That would have been a nice Shundo. I'll be coming out with a new Shundo hunting video soon too, to kind of just clean up everything, to let you know how I Shundo hunt and how I find so many Shundos. Currently at 209, found that Mareep. If you go to Pogo Shiny Hunter on Instagram, you would have seen it. That's pretty much everything to do with the iPAStore as far as reviews go. I've used it for a month. No problems for me. It's way easier to just, it's kind of like Cydia Impactor, but you kind of have to pay for it, but they do all the impacting for you, and you don't have to do it every week. That's how I kind of compare it to Cydia, because unfortunately that method is still down. That's kind of what I originally used, and it was the best. But I've used direct download until I found the iPAStore. Don't use App Valley. I've heard of people using that. That's not a good one. It could get you instantly banned. Don't do it. Don't do it. But iPAStore, that's what we're looking for. And the other plus thing, bonus, it's not just titled to Pokemon iPAStore. It'll have other IPA files that you could download, other hacked apps. Haven't looked into too many of them, but they do have Spotify Premium, I believe, or Spotify Plus, whatever they want to call it, where you could obviously get all the benefits of Spotify. So there's more into it than just the iSpoofer. Alright, that's it for review. Next up, I'm going to show you how to download it and get it going on your own device, because if you're not tech savvy, it could be a little confusing, and I'll just give you a little visual here and a step-by-step commentary to get you through the process. But to let you know, from that review, it's 100% safe. It's way better to deal with if you play a lot of spoofing Pokemon. I advise it. It's not that expensive if you think about it compared to games these days. For a whole year of iSpoofer Pro and iPAStore, it's still a price of basically one console game. So honestly, as much joy as I get out of it, and you could get out of it, I'd say it's more than worth it. And it's safe to use, as I'm being the guinea pig and releasing all the info back to you guys. So to start off, you're going to want to go to Safari, or if you have something else, but Safari most likely. So you're going to want to go to iPAStore.me. It'll bring you to a site like this one. Then you'll see it's got Windows and some other crap. You want to hit this premium one on the right here. You hit that little link. And as you see here, it gives you the information, the price. $40 plus tax. Full revoke coverage, which is basically when your certificates get revoked, they just create a new one under the same one somehow. You pay to not have to deal with the details and stuff, right? So who cares as long as I got it covered? That's what we're looking into here. That's what we want. So it tells you all this other stuff. I'm sure there's more you could get out of it if you want to look into it. But for now, I'm just worrying about the Pokemon, so you're going to want to hit that purchase now on the bottom. It'll again tell you the information. Tells you within 24 hours you'll get your download, because it won't give it to you right away once you give them the UDID, which I'll get to here. It gives you a specific download for your specific device. You can't just use it anywhere. It's just the one device. That's how I can basically personalize a certificate for you and keep you under the radar. Make sure you're safe out there. So again, you're going to want to hit purchase now. I haven't tried the Lite. If someone tries it and want to comment and let us know what's up, that would be awesome. But I'd say just $10 more for the year. Go with that premium. That's my attitude. So now it's in your cart, but the one thing you need is the UDID of your specific device. Now you can plug it into iTunes. It tells you there kind of the things you can do. If you plug it into iTunes and then go to your device and look at the settings, you'll see a little bar that says UDID. And it'll be about 15, 20 digits or whatever it is of letters and numbers that you have to copy and be ready to paste in your information when you pay for this. Because that's the specific, basically, IP address, if you want to say, for your device itself. So instead of an IP address being for a certain place, the UDID is just for a certain device. So this UDID will be different from this one, and so on. That's why you can only have one device using the iPAStore by paying for it. You can pay for it twice to have two devices, obviously. But if just paying one, you can only get one device on it, so you can't share it with friends. And I can't share it with you, okay? Sorry, can't do it. So you could plug it into iTunes, But if you don't want to deal with that and just do it quickly, kind of, you could hit that showmyudid.com there. Hit it. And then you hit tap to show UDID. Now, at first, it'll give you this. So you're going to have to allow that. Then you're going to want to go into your settings. Profiles and device management under general. Then you're going to want to install that. I'm going to remove it because I already did it. But once you install it, you hit this button again. And instead of showing you this, it'll give you your UDID there. That you could copy and then paste in the next section here. So once you get the UDID, I saved it in my notes on iCloud. I hooked it up to iTunes, but I tried that way as well, and it gave me the UDID as well. Just have to go into your profiles and device management and install it. Either way, you should now just have that one thing in your cart. However way you want to, you get back to the website, look at your cart. It gives you this notice saying make sure to get your UDID when you're doing this. Make sure it's just one. If you find a code, great. I don't know of any. Then you proceed to that checkout there. So now you see when you go down here. So you basically fill out everything as you do when you normally pay for stuff online. But then there's this one extra section, device UDID. So that one that I told you to save, you just type it in. That's obviously not one. I'm just bullshitting, but that's where you throw your UDID. Right there, basically just what type of device. Town, city, yada, yada, yada. And then once you hit confirm, it will give you an email like this one saying confirm a purchase, blah, blah, blah. And then within 24 hours, you'll get an email like this one. That gives you your specific download. So from there, you just do like you normally do. If you went to direct download, you go to Profiles and Device Management again, and then trust that one that it created for you. That's basically the only time you'll have to trust it. And then when you go to the download the iPAStore from the link that the website gives you, that one, then it'll start to download on your device. And then that's when we're rocking, basically. You paid for it, it confirmed it, and give you your specific download. So then you could go, it'll look like this. There you go. As you can see, you could get the uncovered jailbroken app and a whole bunch of different stuff, obviously. But the most popular and important one we're looking for is the top left one, iSpoofer. See all the info there, and then you would just hit install. And then it'll be ready to go like usual. You could sign in, do that all, do whatever you want, have multiple accounts. And then basically just have a good time out there. You're good to go. And then basically the only time you have to re-download it now is when the game gets an update itself and the new hacker version needs to be released out there. But then we're back in business. You could battle people. You could even do the new PvP. My homie's been doing a decent amount of that. No worries there. And basically, you could feel safe out there spoofing again. I know it was a little scary that one moment, but it was because of the certificate. So right now, direct download is safe. I use it on my phone, and usually keep it to my alt devices, alt accounts, and just keep my main on the iPAStore device. So basically, I advise iPAStore if you want to keep it safe and avoid all the annoying re-downloading every time you need to accept a Asian made-up certificate or whatever they usually put on there. And then if they ever go down, like they've done before, for sometimes in days at a time, you won't have to worry about it. We could still Shundo Hunt and do all the things you want to do on here. Raid, Battle Team Rocket, whatever you feel like doing, you could do it without worrying about red bans, red warnings, and stuff like that. So I hope this review and process was easy to follow. Like I said, everything's safe. The thing that caused the red warnings was a certificate from direct download. Using iPAStore, you could avoid that completely. I didn't hear anybody getting banned who used iPAStore still, even from the other video. If anyone was using iPAStore and got an account banned that did not use a different device, then feel free to comment below, but I feel that didn't happen because I'm strong on the thought process that it was the direct download certificate, because iSpoofer even sent out a website to people saying, sorry, we screwed up, download the newest one as soon as possible. So, have fun out there, spoofers. I hope this helped you feel safe and feel more confident playing the game without having to worry about not doing things such as avoiding cooldown and shitting your pants if you screw up. Don't worry, everything's pretty safe. Just avoid using the AR camera. I'm sure that would still be safe, but honestly, that's a little sketchy. I still would just avoid that. So, hope this video helped you understand iPAStore and how to spoof safely. Have fun, everyone out there. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in my other ones.